It's more than highly unusual to terminate a job that is politically appointed and for a high-ranking government official, and to walk away with such animosity in this situation. The way to walk away from a job like this is to terminate your employment, end your relationship, and what's happened, happened, and it's not something you make public about it. It's very unusual and almost a slap in the face of the system for somebody to go out in the fashion that she did. However, if there are allegations that there is some sort of discrimination that was involved here, or some sort of a harassment that's involved here, she certainly has an obligation to come forward with that.
Political note, what did you think about Senator Obama's running mate?
I was shocked that Senator Obama selected Joe Biden. I'm not saying that I'm disappointed.
Okay, the recording itself is in violation of several security restrictions. However, it's not illegal because she's in the District of Columbia, which has a one-party consent rule.
Hopefully, new justice of the Supreme Court, and hopefully he'll be approved very, very quickly. He's outstanding in every way. Academically, he's done almost as well as you did, Darrell, in college. Not quite, right? But he's a great man. I think he'll be a great justice, and he's being very.
The problem is she no longer works for the federal government. So if you are a federal employee and have a federal security clearance and you record something in the Situation Room, you're going to have your security clearance revoked. You're going to be subject to discipline for having done that. And if it was not inadvertent, which in her case it wasn't, you're going to have your employment, if it hasn't been, probably terminated.
I have a lot of energy. Ooh, do I have energy? Ooh, do I have? I'm leaving right now for Georgia. Bye, everybody. Thank you, everybody.
I felt like we came out of the meeting knowing that Donald Trump is committed to Christian values, that Donald Trump is committed to the black community, he's committed to working, but more importantly, opening a dialogue. I don't know any of the other candidates that took 2.5, almost 3 hours to sit down and talk to black clergy, and that's important.
Well, not necessarily no big deal. She's certainly never going to be able to get a security clearance again in any sort of high-ranking government job because of this incident that happened in the past.
Thank you all for being here. We're going to take some good pictures. The Oval Office. People love the Oval Office. We've never had this many people here. This could be a new record forever.
Anything's binding if you agree to it and you sign it, because it's an agreement between the two parties as long as there's an offer and acceptance and some consideration. As far as it being unusual to sign an NDA, I worked for the federal government for 11 years. I never had to sign an NDA.